Good morning, everybody. So we're out here in the garden. Emery is got his ball this morning. So we are going to water the garden. And it rained a couple days ago, but it's still, it was warm yesterday. So they need a little bit of loving here. And I did a little bit of renovating here in the garden. I moved these over by the fence. Emery, be quiet. And to pave the way for the next two beds that we're going to get. So we have a lot of renovations to do here in the garden. We got some beds to replace and stuff. So we're going to do that really slowly. But yeah, that's on the agenda for sure. Oh, he's raring to go. Got his ball. His sister's out next door too, so he was over by the fence watching her. I don't know if you can see her through the fence. Yeah. So when she's out, he has to come out and act up a little bit. It's all good. All right, ouch, get this. So you can kind of see, so the garden is, it's growing. We're having some issues with the cucumbers. I don't know if they got a bug or what exactly it was. So he wants his little duck here. You want that? I'm not playing, I'm in the garden. He threw it at me. But we have all kinds of, so I have some ideas, and I guess I could share them with you guys. So these three beds here, they're falling apart. You can kind of see the sides are all like rotting out and stuff. So these are going to be the next three beds that we replace, and we're going to replace them with the metal ones. So what's great about the metal ones is that they're more slimline in Emery, stop! Go! Good grief. And so we'll be able to put, instead of just the three that we have, we'll be able to put 4 in this space right here. So it's gonna all come together, but because these metal ones, they're like $100 and some a piece, so we'll have to do it in stages. Like I was telling Alicia, if we do maybe 2 or 4 every year, it's no big deal. It doesn't hurt the pocketbook as much. But trying to do, because I want to replace my old beds too, and I kind of want to redesign the garden. So yeah, it's going to be a task, but you can kind of see the cucumbers are kind of struggling, and they got something on them, like the leaves and stuff. I'm not sure what it was, but I've been trimming the bad stuff off, and they seem to be doing okay. You can see we got a cucumber here, so they are producing, but a couple of them have died off. Yeah, and something's eating the little flowers that we planted. I don't know. This year has been a strange year already, just because the growing season kind of started really late, because it was so cold for so long that things are not normal. Let me just say that. Yeah, so things are definitely not normal like they used to, kind of once you get past Mother's Day, then you plant. Yeah, no. But we're dealing with it, I guess you could say. Yeah. So I can share some of my ideas with the garden if you guys are really interested. So the design idea for the garden is to maximize the garden, and the only way that I can do that is to reconfigure the garden. So instead of having the beds like this, the way they are now, the rows will be oriented the opposite way. And with the metal flower beds, I can orient them. Hold on, let me hold my hose so I can show you. So we're going to reorient the beds this way instead of this way. So, and the only bad thing about that is that it will take way more metal flower beds than the way they are right now. But we can maximize the metal growing containers instead of these, because these, the only bad part about these beds here are that you can only, and maybe I'm not planting correctly, but in my experience, to get to either side, you grow like this, where you put a fence in the middle, and then you can put stuff on the sides of those. Or like the tomatoes, you can put tomatoes on either side and have the fence. I don't know. It's kind of a strange kind of thing how the garden it kind of, I don't know, presents itself or establishes itself, and then it takes on a different direction, which I'm not at all like negative about it, because over the years you find out what you like to grow and what you don't like to grow. So then there's that. So nothing is ever, your gardens are constantly changing, and you need to change with your needs of what you like to grow and the foods that you really enjoy growing with and growing and making from what you grow, I guess. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, so. But I'm definitely digging the mulch style on this side of the bed. You can kind of see both sides are actually growing, so I don't really see a difference. The plants are bigger on this side, of course, because of the mulch, I think, because it holds in the moisture more. This was kind of an experiment bed. I wanted to kind of see, so I mulched one side, this side over here that I'm watering currently, and then I did not mulch the other side. So these ones over on this side where I'm watering, they are a little bit bigger, and they already have flowers on them. So I don't know if that is the nutrients from this mulching stuff, because all this mulch stuff came out of the gutters. Yeah, off the roof. I clean the gutters twice a year, and I just throw it on these beds. And I noticed that the side with the mulch has more worms in it. So that's got to be a good thing, right? All right, let me put this down so that I can move the hose around a little bit. Yeah. So that we can get watering to the rest. Yeah, so how is everybody's weekend going? I know it's Father's Day weekend, so everybody that has children, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there that are watching. I know John is a other fellow YouTuber of mine from J&J. I haven't really talked to him in a while. I don't really do live streams anymore. I miss them, but I'm just so busy. We are still currently in the process of paying off debt and trying to save for our property down in Kentucky. that is still in the works. So, guys, I know it's a very slow process. That's for sure. It's like nothing, you know, just wait 5 minutes, it'll change. Kind of like the weather here in Indiana. It seems like there's always something that either gets in the way or it just doesn't go as planned. But that's okay. We are able to adapt, basically. Yeah, so... All right, let me get back here so I can get this guy over here. Oops. I got water going everywhere. Look at these Emery's toys. He brings them in the garden so at night, I like to come sit out here and just sit and listen to the birds and watch the sun go down and that kind of thing. And he brings his toys in the garden. Yeah. And he'll sit and lay, and it's a good time for everybody, really. We don't have any complaints. And this bed back here is doing really good with the lettuce. You can see how lush it is. So I trimmed, well, I didn't trim this side, but I trimmed the weeds from the fence on the other side to allow more light to get to the beds. And it has really, really helped. So, oh, they're all barking. Their neighbor buddy, Emery's sister is out. So, yeah. But I'm really excited to start renovating the garden and getting that kind of, stepped on this ball. Get that kind of going. I know it's never a fast process whenever you have some ideas and it involves money. And I did end up weeding this mint bed, and it's doing way better now. It was getting really choked out by the creeping Charlie. So I'm happy about that. But it's an ever-ending process with creeping Charlie because it is so invasive, you know. So we did that. Oh, my hose is stuck. Oh geez, getting water everywhere. Alright, you can see this is the backfield. So the haze is everywhere from the Canadian wildfires because we're way north. You can just see it in the mornings. I mean, our air quality got bad, one time last week sometime. We were in the yellow. So it is a thing, guys. It is real. You can see. But hopefully they'll get them wildfires under control. I feel bad for all that land on fire, you know. It's just devastating. Hopefully they'll get some rain or some relief somehow. I don't know, there's a lot of land on fire right now. I know this video is going to be a little bit longer, but I wanted to kind of take you guys around. I haven't really done a video. I've been really slacking. Been really busy. I have a lot of things going on. I had to get a shot in my shoulder. So I had that procedure. That was Monday. And then we went on vacation. So we just got on vacation just this past Monday. So that was my first full week coming back to work. And then now Father's Day, and my aunt is in hospice down in Lawrenceville. So we have that to kind of, I don't know, it's surreal, you know, when you grow up, and my mom's from a really big family, and then you lose your aunts and uncles. My mom was from a really big family. She was one of 14, and you know, I know it's part of life, but It's just sad. It really is. So one of my Aunt Shirley actually is in hospice. She's staying with my cousin Jamie and her husband and children. So she is not doing very well. So my mom, my brother, and my Aunt Donna are going Monday to see her. I don't want to go, honestly. It's just, I can't. Seems like the older I get, the more, more death you see, the more you really don't want to see anymore. And I know it's a part of life, but doggone it, my Aunt Shirley, she's just a little bitty thing, and she's always been really funny, and I just want to remember her that way, because I guess she's paralyzed, and she's got COPD. She only has one lung that's functioning right now, so it's kind of end stage that we're talking about. I just, I don't really need to say any more about that, because it's it's coming. She's had so many surgeries on her back, and from what they're saying, that there's really nothing that they can do to help her, because all the scarring and from all the surgeries that she's had. So when you get to that point, basically your body will just shut down. It's sad, but she's lived a good life. Like she said, she's ready, happy. All right, so I went and turned off the water. So my Aunt Shirley, she's been a smoker, almost all her life, and it's funny because she says, I would give anything for a cigarette. She only got one lung. I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny. But knowing my Aunt Shirley, she's funny. She's a funny gal. She really is. All right, so the water is off and the garden is all watered. So what we're going to do is we're putting beds on the outside of the fence to maximize space. So when we start redoing the beds, we are going to put the rows this way to maximize, because I can put almost 3 or 4 of these metal containers in the garden this way and have plenty of room. And then all of these beds here will be replaced by metal ones as well. And as well as down here. So as we put the metal beds to the fence and wrap the metal beds around the corner that way, so the asparagus will have its own bed right here, and then we will probably move the strawberries into one bed by itself and then continue to wrap around. So all of these beds are going to be replaced by the metal ones. So that's the plan anyway. And Alicia made me, so I want to talk about this coffee. So this is called Dalgona coffee, what she said. So it's made with milk, a little bit of sugar, and instant coffee. So when you stir it, it's very creamy. It's made with milk. It is so good, guys. If you ever want to try something new, and it's very easy to make. It's called Dalgona coffee. Yeah, go check it out. It's really good. All right, so we're done watering the garden. So now what I'm going to do is just sit here and relax. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.